It's time for a reality check, America, because the cracks in the foundation are no longer cracks. They're gaping chasms. And the house of cards is starting to fall. The lies, the corruption, the manipulation, it's everywhere and it's becoming impossible to ignore. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Corruption is no longer hidden, it's blatant. We used to believe that corruption was something that happened behind closed doors, in smoky back rooms with handshakes and bribes. But now it's out in the open. Politicians are bought and sold by corporations with no shame. Lobbyists write the laws that benefit the wealthiest, while the average American is struggling just to survive. We live in a country where money equals power, and those at the top have more influence than entire populations. The wealth gap is obscene. The rich are getting richer, and the rest of us are being squeezed dry. Corporate profits soar while wages stagnate. The cost of living is skyrocketing. Housing, healthcare, education, while the middle class is being gutted. And the politicians, the ones who are supposed to represent us, they're in on it. They serve their donors, not the people. It's all a game of power, and the rules are rigged against us. Let's not pretend that the media isn't complicit in all of this. The news isn't about informing the public anymore. It's about keeping us divided. The media has become a tool of distraction, feeding us outrage and fear 24/7. It's designed to keep us fighting each other, rather than fighting the real problems, the systems that benefit from our division. You've got one side screaming about the other, and in the meantime, the real issues, like corporate greed, environmental destruction, and political corruption, are swept under the rug. We're being lied to every day. From the food we eat to the information we consume, the lies are everywhere. We're told that the economy is doing great when in reality, millions are living paycheck to paycheck. We're told that the American dream is still alive. But for most people, it's a distant fantasy. We're told to trust the system, yet every day we see evidence that it's designed to keep us in line, not to lift us up. Look at our education system, it's a joke. We're not educating future leaders or innovators, we're creating workers. The system is designed to keep people in debt, keep them compliant, and keep them from questioning the larger issues at play. And for those who do question, they're labeled as radicals, conspiracy theorists, or just ignored altogether. Critical thinking is discouraged, and instead we're fed propaganda that upholds the status quo. And what about healthcare? In America, getting sick can bankrupt you. We're one of the wealthiest nations on earth, and yet our healthcare system is a for-profit nightmare. People are dying because they can't afford insulin or basic treatments, while pharmaceutical companies make billions off of our suffering. It's sick care, a system designed to keep people sick, to keep them dependent, and to keep profits rolling in. But here's the most dangerous part. The unraveling is happening right in front of us, and too many people are still asleep. The signs are everywhere. The fabric of society is fraying. Trust in institutions is collapsing. People are waking up to the fact that the system isn't broken, it was designed this way. It was never meant to serve us, it was meant to control us, to keep us compliant, and to maintain the power of the few at the expense of the many. America is at a breaking point. The illusion of democracy, of freedom, of opportunity, it's crumbling. The truth is we've been sold a lie, and that lie is coming apart at the seams. People are waking up. The question is, will it be too late? Will we be able to rebuild something better? Or will we fall deeper into chaos? Because that's where we're heading, chaos. The corruption is too deep, the division too wide, and the systems that are supposed to support us are crumbling under the weight of their own greed. The longer we pretend that everything is fine, the worse it's going to get. We can't keep ignoring the fact that America is unraveling. So what now? What do we do in the face of this unraveling? The answer isn't easy. It requires radical change. not just cosmetic reforms. It requires people to wake up and take action, to demand better, to refuse to be complicit in the lies, and to rebuild from the ground up. It requires rejecting the narrative we've been sold and creating something new. But here's the harsh truth. If we don't wake up soon, it will be too late. This is already happening, and once it reaches a tipping point, there's no going back. The system is crumbling, but we still have a chance to create something better. If we're willing to face the truth and act. America, it's time to wake up. The lies, the corruption, the greed, it's all right in front of us. The unraveling has begun, and the only question left is, what are we going to do about it? Seems like America draws parallels with Rome. I just wrote a book, Echoes of Empire, How Rome Never Fell. In Echoes of Empire, I take a close look at the rise and fall of ancient civilizations like Rome, Egypt, and even the legendary Atlantis, and draw some powerful parallels with the world we live in today. These empires fell because of materialism, hubris, and overreaching ambition. And those same forces are shaping our modern world, especially in places like America, the new Rome. Now, if you are new here or you haven't had a chance to check out my first book, Solutions, it's available on Amazon, and I'll link Echoes of Empire as well. There's also Spirit Over Matter, which you can check out as well. I have them all available in paperback and ebook for your convenience. Until next time, Humanfluence out.